Customer is looking to have a retaining wall added to their yard, trying to add some planting space and also to help level things off. And also there's a patio at the far end, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So right now, as you can see, they have a walkway going along here using all 18 by 2s. These are just laid running bond. If we end up being able to do the patio on that far end, just as a caveat, these will be all 18 by 2s, not dissimilar to how this is put in place. All right, so over here, where they're, as we come off the driveway, you'll see how they've got some edging that's going along here. We're going to come off of this, and it drops quite fast. So I understand that there's variations in the height of the grade. We are going to say a 2 feet. It's going to be about a 2 foot average that the height of the wall that I'm about to show you will be. So it may be a little bit taller over here or in some areas, but it's going to average around 2 feet. So it's going to come off of the pad or off the walkway here and come down to down 4 feet and follow the edging across here to where the edging has a little V right here, and it's going to come out here, but instead of cutting in here, we're actually going to bring it out in 8 more feet. So right now it's out 4 feet. We're going to go a total of 12 feet from the walkway. That puts us a good 4 feet in front to this side of this tree right here. So we should be just fine with it. So we're going to basically, it's going to be all straight from here, coming all the way over here. All right, all the way over here. And at the corner of the steps, it's going to have a 90-degree coming straight in. Now this is where it gets a little dicey, what we were talking about with a patio in Edina. What they would like is to have a patio put in place right coming off the steps. The steps are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 feet from the house to where that last step is right here. We're gonna bid it at we're gonna bid it at 13 feet wide. Obviously, depending on what the city says about patios in the front yard, the idea was to have 3 feet coming off of this. Coming off of this part right here, so that way you could walk right onto the patio over here. But we'll see what, like I said, what the city says. The idea was that there was going to be a patio, a raised patio right in this area right here. That's, if the wall's out at 12 feet, we're actually going to stop it at 9 feet, so that way there's planting space between the edge of the patio and the wall. And then just to the left of the wall here, just to the left of the patio here, where the wall is, we would build steps going through this wall, coming up and having the walkway would be the 3 feet out from that bottom step. So it would essentially make the patio 9 feet plus 3 feet, because the 3 feet added on would be the walkway coming from here. So, but like I said, we'll see what the city says. You'll ask, why do we need steps going through the wall? Because they want to have steps coming up from their road right here. All right, let's see if I can give you a full picture coming up. I would guess that there is approximately 6.5-ish feet of drop coming from down there. I'm estimating 12 steps will be needed to get from this height up to the height of the sidewalk up there. And they want it to be very informal. So if we can get a hold of maybe some outcroppings, some bluestone outcroppings, and then after the outcropping to create a path out of basically crushed granite. I would probably say even driveway mix, something along those lines that's just nice and informal. And then on the sides of it, we'd put dirt just to kind of marry everything together and to help to keep everything from migrating everywhere. So I've got the length from, I want to say it's like 40 feet or something like that, from the curb up to the step. And we've got about 12 steps that are going to be going in here, basically straight at this point. And then when it gets to the patio, it's going to turn and then come up through the wall straight up into here. So, and then finally, we're just going to bid to take off these last 3 stones right here. 1, 2, 3. They are the different thickness than the first 3, and they look really stupid, she says, and I happen to agree. So we're going to take them off and then put it back in place, and then just tuck point these vertical joints along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say 6. Looks like 6 vertical joints. Tuck point them just so that way it looks finished, and it keeps the polymeric sand from dribbling down. It doesn't look as stupid. So that should give you an idea of what it is that they want, and if Edina is going to allow the patio on that far side. I'll turn around one more time so you can kind of see where it's going.